Hello everyone, my name is Bree and welcome to Document a Journey. Today's video is going to be a video on this Delfonics pouch. So I got this for Christmas and I have been wanting this for a pretty long time, and this is the blue one. I was debating between the olive one and the blue one, and I went with the blue one because I was just, I'm really picky when it comes to my green because, you know, it's my favorite color. And I was just afraid that it wouldn't be the green that I wanted. So I knew that this blue was pretty. I saw it in person. So I went ahead and got this one. But I had asked if you guys wanted to see like a walkthrough of what I keep in here. And I was told, yes, please. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. This is an amazing pouch. I really like it, and I feel like it is really sturdy. I know it's expensive, and that's why I asked for it for Christmas, but you know, it's washable. I feel like I'm going to have this for the rest of my life, and I feel like I'm going to be passing it down to, you know, my daughter or whomever, because this is an awesome pouch. To start, it has these two little hooks on it. I really like that. It's a nice added touch. I'm not really sure if they're useful, but they look aesthetically pleasing. So, and then the zipper itself is so smooth. Now, I know when I buy things, if the zipper is scratchy, I immediately don't like it. So I want you all to know that the zipper is just really smooth. So, let's kind of start with outside working in, okay? That's just easier. So on the outside here, it has these pockets. I have some pens in here. This is my Pilot Prera. I have that with the blue carbon ink. I have my Lamy, that's with the black carbon ink. And then I have my drawing pencil and my eraser. Those are kind of like my go-to pens. You'll kind of see what I use them for. I have a bulldog clip, or like just a clip to like hold things down. And then I have a credit card-ish type of, you know, just old card that I use to flatten things out with glue and stuff like that if I use wet glue. And then in this pocket here, I have my water brushes, and in this pen, this is my fountain pen that I have filled with, what is it? Just Noodler's ink that is not waterproof. So I use it with my water brushes to kind of like blend it all out. And, oh, I do have something. Oh, just ticket stubs. I guess I was going to use that for ephemera, and I don't even know why I have that. In the back here, I don't have anything in these pouches. I just felt like when I put something in that, it just didn't make any more room for the middle part, so I just didn't stuff them full. This is paper that I write to my friend Dawn. I write throughout the month, and then I end up sending them to her. So I just kind of stick that paper in here. I use my Pilot to write the letters. I like the blue ink with the letters, but I don't like the blue ink when I'm writing it in my journal. So there is that. And my husband also uses the blue ink too, so I'm not the only one that uses it. So I'm just going to put all of that stuff back. I want to put that somewhere else. Okay, so on the inside, here we go. On the inside, there are 4 pockets on each side, or sorry, 2 pockets on each side, meaning 4 pockets altogether, and then there's 1 big pocket. So I'm just going to pull out all the stuff that I have in the large pocket, and it's going to kind of fall over. So I have my cheater. This is the 942 Tombow marker. This is what I do for skin tones. And then my glue stick. This is my favorite glue stick, the corner glue stick, extra strength. I don't know why I like it so much. I like the shape because then I don't, when I'm like actually using it, I can get on the edges of the paper. I have this stencil in here that I never use, but I don't take it out of here. But I think that today is the day. But this is a Tim Holtz, what is it? It's not, did I call it a sticker? It's a stencil. Hopefully I didn't call it a sticker, but regardless, you know what this is. I'm sure many of you have seen this, but today it's going out because I never use it. I thought I would use it for like dates and stuff, but I really stick to the same things, so it's kind of pointless for me to use it. This right here is my ephemera pack. It's kind of like my go-to things at the moment. What I do is I have this box full of ephemera pieces, and if like every now and again I just go and I switch it out. That's kind of what happens. Or if it runs low, I just grab some more and I replenish it. To be quite honest, I feel like it doesn't ever run low, so I don't know. I have this idea notebook. I did have this in my journal at first, but instead it's so small compared to the rest, and I don't like to have a chunky journal, so I just put it in here. What I use this for mainly is to document the books that I've read, or just ideas. It's really like a brain dump kind of situation. So I have that. And then these are all my stickers that I want to use up. So I have all these Cocoa Daisy stickers that I never use that I want to use up. So they're there. More Cocoa Daisy. Some month tabs. And then these are all, besides that, these are all my like word phrase stickers. So I just cut them out of the spiral and I just stick them in there like that. This is a rub-on that eventually I'm going to get to. I really like, especially this right here, this journey. I want to put it, I think I want to put it on, like maybe when I decorate the cover of this, I think I want to just make that part of the cover. I was thinking I did print off some of these maps, and I thought maybe I could glue that down and then rub that on top. I don't know. We're seeing. This is my next journal that I'm going to be using, so I don't even know why I'm talking to you about that. But anyway, there's that. I don't really know why it's in this pack. I never use it, so I'll just stick it in that journal. I'll take that out too, because if I'm not using it, it doesn't need to be in there. Okay, so, oh, this right here is kind of more or less my washi tape and some like bigger sheets of Tomoe River paper and stuff like that. So these are all my washi tape samples people have given me, or they're my favorite washies that I have. So I keep those there. And this is just all my scraps that like I've cut from Tomoe River paper. I save those and I use those in my journals. And so sorry if you can hear kids laughing. I have sticky notes that are craft paper. I probably don't need this many in there, so I'm just gonna take some of them out. And just like random bits. This is actually drawings of printables that I've done. You guys, if you go to my Etsy shop, she is on a printable along with this tree that I just need to actually put in my journal eventually, like when the time is right. And maybe I should put that in this pack to keep them just a bit more safe. I have maps and just random bits of things that I am loving at the moment and want to include in my journal. Now this is really good for me because look at all these random bits of paper that I probably will never use, but it's just thrown in here because I've ripped some off or whatever. So it's good for me to go through this. Bigger pieces of Tomoe River paper just in case that I want to like draw some journaling people on there. I don't need all these strips of Tomoe River paper, so I'm gonna take some out because I have a lot, but that's okay. They will get used eventually. And sometimes I like to add, like, I'll do a decorative piece on here and I'll put the date, and sometimes I like to add that as well. So those are that's like my scrap little section. And it's what I use for like paper clusters and stuff like that. So that goes back in here along with my washi tape. And then let's see. If I look in here, I'll let you guys look in here too. I have a baggie full of tabs. I have a tab punch and I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite things that I purchased. It's a tab punch that looks like this. I That's the only tabs that I use now. I used to buy tabs, but not anymore. So I have punched out a bunch of tabs or a bunch of like little note sections and things like that, and I use that in my journal. I do have some like cool clips in here, like here's a duck, and I think there's an arrow there, and here's an elephant. They're kind of like my favorite clips. I have these little random ones too. So I have those in there if I want them. I like tabs personally because they just stay on permanently. But I do have these clips just in case I want to use them to clip something together or what have you. So I just kind of pick out my favorites and I throw them in here. And yep, so there's that. Then I have, in this other pocket, I have a tape runner. I like the Elmer's tape runner. I don't know, mainly because they're cheap and I can get them on Amazon. I don't discriminate on tape runners for the most part. I just buy what's cheap. I have these scissors. These are really cool because they have like a, I don't know, someone will probably know what it's called, but they have some kind of coating on it that when you cut like tape or something, it doesn't stick to the scissors. So those are cool. And then the last thing I have in here is my watercolors. Now I kind of rearranged my watercolors and I filled this one up better. And since I've been doing more drawing in my journals, I've been really loving this and not so much this. I actually took a couple of the paints out of here and put them in here so that way I had all the colors. So really technically I don't even need this in there anymore, so I'm gonna set that aside. But I've been loving this. This is all Daniel Smith watercolors in here. Nothing else. Just Daniel Smith. I love Daniel Smith, and it's nice that I can go to my local store and I can buy the tubes and I can just refill it. So I put the paint in one pocket. I put the rag in the other, hoping that I will always have a rag, even though sometimes I just randomly leave it places. Put my scissors and the glue in one pocket, and then I put the tabs in the other pocket. So my pockets are full, and now what I do is I slide all this stuff in. My Tombow marker goes at the bottom. It's just too big for any other section, and I don't want it to fall out. It's pretty important to me. All this stuff is actually really important to me. Let's go ahead and put this in there. So, and then all this stuff, and I don't need all these stickers, these like word phrase stickers, but they're, I use them on a regular basis and they fit in here. So I just go ahead, slide that in, and then my glue stick can stand on the side. And I could, if I wanted to, I could take out some things and I could fit my journal in, but I don't see a need for it, so I don't. So this is my Delfonics pouch. Now, when ordering came about, and so my parents gifted me this, and so did my sister-in-law. Amazon, I gave them an Amazon list, and Amazon, I guess, didn't take it off my list. So now I have two. And what I was thinking is, I am thinking either I'm going to keep it, which I don't know. I don't really want to keep it because I don't see a need for two. But I could either keep it or I could sell it. So it's brand new. I mean, I haven't even opened it out of this package, but I was thinking about selling this. So if you are not following me on Instagram, you need to go do so, because that's where I think I'm going to actually sell this, is over on Instagram. So all my Instagram stuff will be listed in the description box below. Go over, check that out, and look for the post that is that I'm selling this on. It'll be cheaper than what it's going for on Amazon, but it is brand new, and it'll come packaged just like it is from Amazon, and you won't have to pay for shipping or anything like that. So anyway, go check over on Instagram. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of kind of like having a peek inside of what I use every day. I'm sorry for the craziness if you hear the kids in the background, but they are having a lot of fun. And until next time, everybody, bye.